So good morning guys, welcome to the vlog again. This is day 3 of the bathroom remodel. And what we did yesterday, we're going to recap real quick. We got all the plumbing in, we got all the walls built. I guess actually all the walls except that wall back over there, which we just got that knocked out this morning. It took about 10 minutes. We're going to work on getting the windows in today, and other than that I really don't know what we're going to do. So once the windows are done, we're at a good point to get the pan poured. But anyway, this is what it looks like before the windows. We've already got our measurements and everything marked for the window. Everything right there. Window's going to be right here, going to be centered with this wall, and we're going to have a little window right here centered on this wall. So we'll get that cut real quick and let you check it out how it looks after we're done. Mid-morning snack, can't live without it. So through the miracle of editing, the windows are now done. We forgot to vlog us attaching the screws and putting the boards in and all that, but so what you're going to see now is we're done. So vlog fail. Alright y'all, so we're switching gears today. We've got all of our walls built, all the plumbing done, everything, windows in, the whole works. So we're actually going to be replacing a kitchen sink.
Get my butt kicked by a sink's what happened. Ow.
You got anything to say about your lovely job to all your million of viewers?
Do not attempt this at home. Leave this to the trained professionals. Or somebody else.
Morning guys, welcome to the vlog. We are pouring the shower pan today. So y'all have seen that before in previous vlogs, but I'm gonna go ahead and vlog it again because we're gonna do a little more, not instructional per se, but maybe a little more in depth on exactly what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. So we've got the concrete mixed outside, which you saw just in the previous clip, and we're gonna start bringing stuff in and we'll get everything leveled out. And I'll kind of walk you through how we do that because the shower pan has to be unlevel, which is kind of hard for us to do because we like to do things perfect. We're perfectionists, but this floor is actually unlevel, and the reason is if your shower pan ever leaks, you want the water to drain into the drain and not out into your walls. So we have a very slight slope, like a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch over this entire shower pan. So kind of walk you through that here in a little bit, but we'll go ahead and bring the concrete in and we'll get started. So what I'm doing now is basically spreading the mud around the drain and the outside edge of the 2x4 on the floor because that's where I'm going to level everything to. So the 2x4 is about 1.5 inches high and the drain is about 1 inch high from the base of the concrete. So I'm just spreading the mud around right now, trying to get everything in place while Steve is mixing the other mud, and going to bring the other mud in and then we'll start really leveling things out. that way, so that looks good.
That's good. Good level to the board.
By the time that's built up, so that's on the 2x, so that's still unleveled. That's still good. So, yeah, see, I thought I was high over there. Which is fine if I push it out. Alright guys, we got the shower pan all done. This one was a little different than some of the other ones because I couldn't reach the very back of it, so we kind of had to do this one in stages. But she's down, looks good actually. Tomorrow we're going to put the shower pan liner down, and then we'll put the second shower pan down itself, the actual tile base where the tile's going to sit on top of. And once that happens, then we can start sheetrocking and hardy backing the walls and felting everything and getting all that taken care of. So, but anyway, this is what the floor looks like. This is the first shower pan. I guess this is the base, and then the liner, and then the secondary. But this is what the initial base looks like right now. All nice and smooth. And now we're going to actually work on some plumbing. We're going to do the sink fixture. And I'm going to try to do like a step-by-step on replacing a sink fixture completely from start to finish. So that way if you guys ever need to do that, and you don't care to hire us, and you want to flood your house, then you can learn how to do that. So anyway, this is the sink fixture we're going to be replacing. This is the old tub fixture, but that's the sink fixture we're going to take out. Try to do a step-by-step. So here we go. Alright guys, first thing you want to do is turn these valves off right here. This valve, that's the hot side, and that's the cold side. You want to turn these completely off. Make sure they're tight, because you don't want any water leaking when you take everything out. So make sure those are off, and I always come up here and open the valves. Make sure you don't have any water coming out. And then what we're going to do is come back under here, and we're going to remove this line and that line, and there's two lines up there. We'll take those out as well. Then we're going to take this drain, just this assembly out from here to here. Take that out. Replace all of this. And then there's two nuts up top. I'll show you how to take those out that actually holds the sink fixture in. We'll pull all that out as well. And then put everything back, and hopefully we don't have any leaks. Alright guys, so what you do is you have the pop-up drain push right here that actually comes out. So this comes out. Once you pull that out, this whole centerpiece right here will come down. There's a little nut that you have to loosen that slides off the drain assembly up top, the little pull valve that you pull. Pull that out, and then all that comes out, and then you pull the drain out from the top. Once you get all that, you have all your room down here. You have enough room to work on getting all these valves and stuff out. So we're going to get the valves out next. Not sure if you can see that, but they're up really high. You've got to use a tool. This tool right here is called a basin wrench. And what that tool does is get way up in there and pull all the nuts out, because there's the nut that holds the supply on, and there's a nut that holds the faucet on. So this tool is about the only tool you can actually get up in there to get all that stuff out. So we're going to pull that out real quick. sure it goes the right way. And here we go. Sometimes it's a little tight squeeze. This one isn't too bad. I got a little bit of room to work. But that basin wrench is the only way to get up in there and unloosen that. And all it takes is like a half a turn, sometimes maybe a turn, and then you can hand undo these. Whoa. Alright, so we've got the drain assembly taken out. This piece right here, you can see, fits up into here, and this actually pulls out. And then you have to loosen that nut right up here, up the bottom of the sink. It pulls down. Once all that is loose, you come up here, and this portion right here will pop up, and this will actually turn, and that pulls out and drops the whole sink assembly down. So the next step is this piece right here actually comes apart. These two pieces are separate. You put Teflon tape on those and screw those together, and this is your tailpiece. They call this the tailpiece assembly. And this fits underneath the sink, and then the drain, this right here, will fit down on top of the sink, and you screw these together, and that's what holds everything together. And you put plumber's putty on top of here, and that creates a seal so you don't have any leaks. Alright, so this is what it looks like when the plumber's putty is put on. I use a whole bunch because I don't like to have leaks, so I just put a whole lot on there. You roll it into about a 1/4 inch roll, wrap it around, and then this basically goes down here. And this assembly, you'll see it stick back up. It goes under the sink and it comes up just like that, and then this simply just screws under there. You don't have to crank this down real tight, you just got to get it snug, because the rubber and the metal washer underneath is going to actually hold that in, and you screw the nut in, and there you go. And once the compression will actually pull that down, the putty squeezes out and you just remove excess putty, and that's it. Got the faucet already installed. You take the aerator out before you turn the water on to make sure you don't have any chunks that come out, and then you screw that back on. Sometimes they provide you with tools. This one here is kind of worthless, but it works. Not very well, but it works. And once you screw that back on, you always close your drain. Make sure you don't have any leaks. Open up your water. What you want to do is check for leaks, and you're checking for leaks around here right now, around the top of this drain. That's the only thing you're looking at. There should be no leaks coming out in the water behind here at all, and everything up there looks good. I don't see any leaks. So once we do that, you pop the drain and then check for any leaks down here, any leaks down here, and any leaks down here. And so far everything looks good, so we're going to do another pressure test on it. But there you go, that's it. That's how to replace a sink fixture for a bathroom.